class, in the previous lesson, we learned about the format design of apps. In today's class, we will focus on the design of the navigation bar in apps.
Let's start by looking at this image. This image is a screenshot of an app layout that we asked you to save in the previous lesson. Now, without any prompts, can you identify the contents of each area? If any of you are not familiar with it, you can refer to the image below for comparison. Today, we will mainly focus on the topic of the navigation bar. In this image, you can see that it actually encompasses different types, and we will discuss them one by one. Firstly, it's important to understand the concept that navigation is a user interface element that provides a system for users to understand architecture relationships and ways of navigating within a page or application. A well-designed navigation system enables users to easily determine their current location, understand where they came from, and where they can go next, thus highlighting the value of the application. Navigation is equally important as other elements like page titles and plays a vital role in explaining the content of the page. User behavior patterns can be highly unpredictable, so the navigation bar needs to be designed with flexibility to accommodate diverse user behaviors. This is a guide map of the shopping mall. If we compare the entire floor plan of the mall to a global navigation bar, then the detailed maps of individual floors can be seen as the regional navigation bars. Users can understand the types of products available on each floor and how to navigate there. However, for mobile devices with limited screen size, the space available for the navigation bar is limited. Therefore, we should not randomly include too many navigation bar sections in the design. We should consider using a stacked vertical style or interactive left-to-right sliding gestures. Overall, navigation structure and layout require careful consideration. In the entire navigation system, the most important elements are the global navigation bar and regional navigation bars. The global navigation bar and regional navigation bars represent the basic structure of a website or application and play the leading role in various navigations. Using the global and regional navigation allows users to identify their current location, understand the relationship between the current page and the entire application, and provide consistent navigation to reach their destination. Many websites prefer to place both the global and regional navigation bars on every page.
So why does the two-tier navigation of global and regional navigation bars become a common practice?
This is because web pages exist in a two-dimensional space. Placing in the navigation bar vertically and horizontally makes it easier to plan the page layout. However, for smartphones and devices with restricted page sizes, it is sometimes challenging to include both global and regional navigation bars. In such cases, we can only place one navigation bar. Therefore, usually the global navigation but not the regional navigation bar can be placed. This is when we need to employ the two-column or three-column design methods discussed in the previous lesson, which efficiently save space on smaller screens like smartphones. Typically, smartphone applications place the navigation bar at the top or bottom of the page. However, if there is a lot of content intended to be included in the navigation bar, placing it at the top or bottom can make the page layout crowded. In such situations, a sliding menu design can be used to include important items in the slide-out menu for enhanced convenience. For example, in the mobile version of Facebook, two buttons placed at the top allow users to switch between two-column or three-column sliding pages. When the screen is rotated horizontally, the right side menu appears within the page. Now let's look at some examples. that follow this design approach. Moving on from the global navigation bar, let's discuss regional navigation. Regional navigation bars can be divided into vertical and horizontal types, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. The vertical regional navigation bar is often seen in 2-column or 3-column layouts and can appear on the left or right sides of the main contents area. One characteristic of a regional navigation bar is providing hierarchical context to help users understand their current location, where the vertical arrangement has an advantage. When displaying many options, the vertical arrangement can accommodate a great number of items. The examples shown represent vertical navigation bars that span across multiple pages. Now let's explore the horizontal regional navigation bar. The horizontal regional navigation bar displays options of the same level and offers a compact design where all options are visible at once, without compressing the main contents area. However, the drawback of a horizontal regional navigation bar is that its usable width varies with different screen sizes, limiting the number of options. Therefore, when choosing between vertical or horizontal regional navigation bars, factors like the depth of hierarchy, number of categories, and the amount of content in the main content area are important considerations. Here are some examples of horizontal regional navigation bars. Depending on the content, the position of the horizontal regional navigation bar can vary. Design it based on the content of your own page. If you encounter situations where the navigation bar content is extensive, you can consider using a regional navigation bar with an accordion-style design to save space, or incorporate a horizontally scrollable regional navigation bar. Alternatively, you can combine global and horizontal regional navigation bars to provide a clear understanding of the hierarchy. Now let's take a look at a few examples and think about the navigation bars used in their layouts. Lastly, let's learn about contextual navigation bars. These contextual navigations are unrelated to the website structure or the current location. They provide links to other related web pages after presenting the content of the current page. Contextual navigation bars do not include any elements related to location, but are rather a section that receives the main content and provides the ability to navigate to other pages. Therefore, they're usually placed in less noticeable positions, such as on the right side, at the end of the page, or below the regional navigation bar. Common descriptive text used in contextual navigation bars include related recommendations or you may like. Apart from that, banners, advertisements, and filtering functionality may also be included in these positions.
Well, everybody, that's all for this lesson.
Based on what you have learned, optimize and improve the layout in your previous assignments. For the homework, complete the following tasks. 1. Enhance the global navigation bar, paying attention to the spacing of navigation icons and the size of the text. 2. Improve or add regional navigation bars. Include both vertical and horizontal types. Whether to add vertical or horizontal navigation can be determined based on the content. 3. Add or improve the contextual navigation bar.